Outside today, it was a little warmer, it was a little more humid. We started to see a little more of those puffy cumulus clouds, just kind of indicating that low level moisture out. But temperatures have been rebounding back well into the 70s and even a few low 80s. 63-degree dew points, so the humidity has been steadily on the rise as well. Today's high 76, so only 2 degrees above normal, and in fact our morning low was only a degree above average. So really today was more seasonal than we had been the last few days of being well below average. By tomorrow, Friday, we'll be above average and maybe even flirting with some records, which next couple of days are in the lower 80s. We'll also see some showers on the way later in the week, but we'll talk more about that in just a moment. 70s outside for most of us, but a few still in the low 80s, such as in Baton Rouge, and dew points have been steadily on the rise. Still trying to hang on to that drier air, but as dew points get into the lower 60s, that is a little bit more of a muggy feel. Not uncomfortable knowing what's coming June, July, and August, so I'll take this, but boy, the drier air over the last couple of days has felt pretty nice. But thanks to a sustained southerly wind, we're going to keep seeing those dew points and the humidity on the rise. What really has been nice, though, is that for the most part, the southeast and especially the Gulf Coast being dominated by high pressure. We do have that onshore flow, which is bringing back the moisture and at times starting to lead to maybe a little more cloudiness. I think we'll see sun to partly cloudy skies during the day tomorrow, and in fact tomorrow morning could also see a little patchy fog. I don't think it'll be a widespread issue. Likely going to have a little more cloudiness during the day on Friday, but note our computer model really doesn't bring in much rain during the afternoon. 30% I think at the most. Then we'll start to see our front approach. But look at the rainfall with the front. Now this is as of 7 a.m. on Saturday. Now this model doesn't have the rainfall getting here even in the overnight hours, and maybe more of a Saturday morning. But note that the front itself is all but gone by the time, at least in terms of rainfall, by the times it arrives in southeast Louisiana. This is a look at the GFS as far as the timing. Main energy is staying well to our north. Again, few showers around during the day on Friday. I think most of the day will be dry. Then as we get into the late night and early morning hours, note this model too really breaks apart a lot of the rainfall, keeps most of the shower activity on the North Shore and in Mississippi, and even that may not be all that much. So we're not looking at a great deal of accumulation from this front, maybe a few storms, and the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting a higher risk of severe weather to our north. Just barely do we see our northwestern parishes in the Florida parishes under maybe that level 3. For the most part, for southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, you're either under a level 2, mainly North Shore, southern Mississippi, or right along the Mississippi coast and south of the lake down toward the coast, a level 1. Doesn't look like this is going to be a widespread severe weather problem for us at all. Again, the timing you could see from the models is still pretty split as to whether or not it comes in more Saturday morning or the early hours of Saturday. The problem is there is nothing there yet. This upper system has been kind of bringing in heavy rainfall across California, and this overall upper trough is what is moving our way. As this upper trough kind of gets a little bit better organized, we'll start to see the formation, a better formation of a front out toward the desert southwest. Then as that front approaches, starts to bring in our rainfall. Again, main energy with this system stays well to the north, so I don't think we're really going to see much in the way of severe weather in the deep south. Another front starts to take shape as we head into early next week from a deeper upper trough, which should also bring in a better chance for some showers by early on Tuesday. So in the 7-day forecast, we have two fronts. The first one, I'm going to go with a 40% chance of rain, and that may be too much as a lot of the models are really backing off on rainfall. And then relatively dry for the weekend. Some of the models indicating a little bit more of a development of showers thanks to an upper disturbance Sunday, off and on throughout the day on Monday, and then into early Tuesday morning as a stronger front brings in more of a cool air mass by the middle of next week.